これは失礼ですがレオンハルト彼は我々全員の花嫁だあまり仲睦まじくされていると嫉妬してしまいますよ
Alright, my apologies. But that man is our bright Leonhardt. Hit it off too well with him, and the rest of us might feel jealous. Oh, welcome to this Irae. I will forget to cut out that sound anyway, so deal with it. OBS hates me at the moment. Voice takes too much time to start recording, so I'm getting bored while I wait for the recording to start. So yeah, last time we learned that basically stuff we already knew. And yeah, that they are only killable with nuclear weapons. So yeah, not killable at all because it is not an option to use a nuclear missile. Don't get me wrong, but hey, if you want to kill one person, why kill millions and damn thousands of others or the rest of the world to live within a world that is not livable anymore? Yeah, just think of the Metro games. I'm actually planning to play them one day. I owe them, but I'm so bad at first person and shooting and stuff like that that I will probably push that way back until someone reminds me, hey Kaja, you told us you were gonna play that. So yeah, don't remind me, please, and thank you. Yeah, let's just jump into the game.
Oi.
Hey, I grabbed her cry by her cuff in an instant. Just watch. This is a good opportunity so let me tell you this. I couldn't say it to Rizalka, I didn't have the right to do it back then, but now, I may still have been inexperienced, but now that I was aware of my weapon... If people die where I can see it, I'll kill you. Ren. When will you learn? Don't ever say anything like that again. If I'm your target, then take me and only me on. Yep, I would love that as well. You're harsh on cheating, aren't you? And what's about Kazumi? Yeah, I am the real jealous type. Alright, I don't like women who can't make up their mind. Okay, Kazumi is devoted to you, so yeah, she can make up her mind, but she's not... She's more of the tsundere character, so yeah, she can't make up her mind. Don't worry, I won't keep you waiting. I'll satisfy you soon enough. I see. Oh my god. Are we in hentai now? Alright. I think there's a disclaimer that there is sexual content in here, but I don't think I will ever get to see that. I see. Sakurai gave a smirk, unaffected by my threat. She cupped my face into her hands, then began to whisper in a loving tone.
だったら早くテクニシャンになってちょうだい。私は一途な女だけど他の連中は違うからね。あなたが満足させてあげないと何をするかわからない。
That reminds me so much of a bad of these bad novels you can buy for really cheap, with whole lot of sex and really bad writing. Very well, then the sooner you learn how to wield your lance, so to speak, the better. I may be earnest, but the other ones aren't. I can't predict what they'll do to you unless you satisfy them. Yep, okay, we're in a porno now.
誓うわ、ここに。私は以降、あなたとだけ恋愛する。
I'm dying, I'm sorry.
あなたは
No! What's happening? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Whatever that was. I moved in my chair and pushed the controller. Very well then. The sooner, yeah, we can actually listen to that again.
いいわよ。だったら
And
早くテク
we
ニシャン
got
になっ
that
てちょうだい。
already,
誓う
so
わ、ここに。私は以降、あなたとだけ恋愛する。
thank you, Kay. I swear that from now on, I shall only love you. Okay, and the next one.
あなたは私以外にも残り11人を生かせる義務があることを忘れないで。特にその中でも4人は桁が違うんだから。
But I thought they went missing. You did say that in the game, not in the anime, right? Oh, I shouldn't have watched the anime. Seriously, remember that you have a duty to satisfy the other 11 aside from me. 4 of them are essentially powerful compared to the rest of us. Samuel Machina, Schreiber, and finally, my one and only sworn friend? I know fiend, I know friend, but I never heard the word friend. If you wanted to say Freund, German for friend, you would have totally messed that word up. So I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's move on. The golden beast, the harbinger of beguiling light.
どうかした？
Is something wrong?
なんでもない。
It's nothing. I'll let go of Sakurai in a rough manner, putting some distance between us. What was that? Some illusion she conjured up?
顔色が良くないわね。
You look pale. Well, she was probably more than capable of pulling that off. Hell, nothing would surprise me at this point. This lecture may have been just a way of showing some level of mercy towards one enemy, but it helped me realize how I could fight them. It felt shameful to be so obviously excited over my freshly realized powers, but now was hardly the time to worry about appearances. I had to become stronger as soon as possible. Those psychos weren't gonna sit back and wait for me all day. At any rate, the game had now begun for real. If they attacked me, I'd fight back, and even if they didn't, I couldn't just leave them to their own devices. I still had doubts about this entire thing as a whole, but... Weird sounds? Stop that, please. It hurts my ears. What was that? An abrupt wave of static blared through the intercom speaker in the classroom. Oh, Spin, no. Is Excellency.
シュピーネか。
Must be Spinne. Sakurai uttered that name visibly exasperated, and as she did, the voice over the intercom grew clearer. Though he was using the intercom as a way to talk, it sounded more like the voice of a ghost mixed in with music. This PA wasn't being done through normal means. Wait, someone else had been watching us this whole time? Seriously?
まったく素晴らしい勇気です。四半世紀に満たない人生とはいえ、それまで積み上げてきたものを守るために戦うとき、人は何よりも強くなれる。
Dear Lord, such an amazing display of bravery. You haven't lived even a quarter of your century, yet when people fight to protect that which they built up over the years, they gain unprecedented strength.
私はあなたを高く評価しますよ、ザラトゥストラ。さすがはさすが、副首領閣下の眼鏡にかなっただけのことはある。
You have a strange dialect. I told you, and I hold you. I read that in my mind when I read while he talked in Japanese. I read it as told, then corrected myself to hold, and then when I read it out loud, it was told again. I hold you in very high regard, Zarathustra. The judgment of His Excellency the Vice Commander was well placed indeed. Spinne.
おまけにあなた、どうやら米から聞いた通りですね。今回のことが始まる前からおそらくすでに経験を。
And you certainly appear to fit Bay's description. It's likely that before this whole thing began, you'd already gained some...
シュピーネ、
Spinne.
今横槍を入れてほしくない。野暮はするな。
I would rather you did not interfere right now. Don't be so thoughtless.
これは失礼。ですがレオンハルト、彼は我々全員の花嫁だ。あまり仲睦まじくされていると嫉妬してしまいますよ。
Alright. My apologies. But that man is our bright Leonhardt. Hit it off too well with him, and the rest of us might feel jealous.
モテない男のひがみか。情けない。
Jealousy from an unpopular man. How pathetic.
それで顔は見せないのか。
Anyway, why don't you show yourself?
遠慮しておきましょう。私はあなたのように美しくない。もともと今日はそれゆえに代理を頼んだのですからね。
I will have to pass on that. Unlike you, I'm not beautiful. That is precisely why I called you to be substitute today. The voice over the speaker sounded shrill and physically unpleasant, like nails on a chalkboard. I seriously would say his voice is even less annoying than Kazumi's, and I don't think it's really that unpleasant. Kazumi's voice is, though. Rizaka's as well. I don't like high voices, I'm sorry. When I have to listen to sopran, don't know the English word, or the English pronunciation, sopran, sing, I normally can't take it. It's just too high, it hurts my ears. And it just doesn't sound good. At a certain point, why do they have to go to that high notes? But yeah, let's just continue. I'm babbling nonsense. His tone was polite to a fault, yet I could sense hints of malice and darkness lingering beneath that veil. Everyone that is too polite has a dark secret, because you want nobody to judge you in a wrong way, you act polite, so they won't think too much about you. But normally people are creeped out if you're too polite anyway, so yeah. It's better to be creeped out by politeness than weirdness, right? He was clearly not right in the head. That said, he had neither the psychotic aura of Wilhelm, nor the biting mockery of Rosaka, or the sheer sagacity of Sakurai. Whatever sagacity is, I will look it up and I will totally forget about it. I know myself. He was just purely unpleasant. I felt like he was inspecting me like a scientist did his lab rat, which sent a chill down my spine. He's a spider. His name gives a hint why you think of him as unpleasant. A spider waits in her web for her victim to fall prey to that net. So yeah, it is quite unpleasant. Or they wait in a hole and wait for their victim to pass by so they can jump then and... Well... Why am I babbling? I'm sorry.
ザラトゥストラ。今回あなたに助言を差し上げたのはこの私の意向です。お目汚しになるでしょうが、いずれ改めてお会いしましょう。
Zarathustra, it was my intention to supply you with all this advice. It might not have been the best of ways, but we shall soon meet again. Yes, if the anime is any hint, then yes.
私はシュピーネ。清掃13騎士団黒煙卓第10位、ロート・シュピーネ。残念ながら本名はすでに捨ててしまった身ですので、その称号しか持ち合わせていませんがね。
Yep, Asians and there are. My name is Spinne. Rote Spinne. Number 10, number X, number 10 of the Longinus 13 Orden's Obsidian Round Table. Unfortunately, I abandoned my true name, so I have no other title but this.
では今夜はこれで。レオンハルトにも感謝をしてあげてください。アウビーダーズ。
I'm sorry. Well, it was better than the a YouTuber friend of mine tried saying, Ich mag dich. I like you. Well then, I believe that shall be all for tonight. To be thankful to Leonhardt. Auf Wiedersehen. To materialize madness into a weapon, to have it take shape and wield it. Did that mean to face off against one's inner self? The dark impulses slumbering within one's being, to look at the kind of things that men normally suppressed and chose not to see in order to lead peaceful, everyday lives. In other words, to me, there existed but one ultimate taboo. A taboo that I hesitated to speak of, let alone remember. The very thing that burnt into my eyes 11 years ago. Oh, that flashback? She urged me to face it head-on, to claim it, to give it form? Ridiculous. I would never... Opening my eyes, I found myself a kind of twilight beach. The very same shoreline from the dream I'd been having every night since I was discharged. I lingered here all alone, or perhaps not quite.
いい加減名前くらい名乗ってみないか。
Come on, could you at least tell me your name? I turned around to find a girl of light blonde hair with green eyes standing before me. Her skin was pale, her dress crude, tattered even. She looked at me. It looks like... oh well, I won't say it. She looked at me with the same childish gaze as always. I'd more or less figured out from her decapitation scar as well as her otherworldly appearance that she was no living human, but
やっぱりあれか？
you're really that, aren't you? She was likely one of those ghosts I had so much trouble with.
君、いやあんた俺に取り付いてるとかそういうのだろ。俺をどうにかしたいわけか。生前の未練とか恨みとかあるんだったら言ってみろよ。聞いてやるから。
Ren? Okay. Hey you, are you haunting me? Do you want me to do something? If you have attachments or regrets from before you died, go ahead and tell me. I'll hear you out.
あ、その、マイルな。
Well, this is awkward. That look on her face made me feel like I was bullying her or something. Sakurai described me as a lightning conductor, a scapegoat to draw in disaster. In which case, this girl had to be that. Although she didn't feel like a disaster or lightning, appearances could be deceiving, Rizalka being one prime example. Hell, she was the source of all this in the first place. Normally, this is where I would voice a crumble or two, but with this girl I just couldn't bring myself to do that. Why is she blushing suddenly? I wasn't the type to go easy on others, but for some reason I couldn't find it in myself to be mad at her. This girl wouldn't hurt a soul. She had no intention to do so. A part of me, vaguely, but with firm confirmation, believed in that. Why was that? I couldn't quite tell, but...
歌
that song. Well, let's hear what this is about. Why he's mentioning the song in the next part, and maybe figure out what happened 11 years ago. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm sorry about my babbling all the time. I should seriously stop that, but I can't. I just suddenly get random information pop up in my head and I have to voice them. So yeah, happens. Bye!